January 24th, 41 AD. The most feared man in Rome walks into a dark corridor beneath his own palace. He never walks out. His own bodyguards, the very men who swore to protect him, stab him over 30 times. But here's the thing. He wasn't always a monster. He was once the most beloved child in the entire empire. Picture a tiny boy on the Germanic frontier. He's wearing a miniature soldier's uniform, right down to the little leather boots. The legionnaires absolutely loved this kid. They gave him his nickname, Caligula, Little Boots. His father, Germanicus, was Rome's most celebrated general, the people's hero. And then everything fell apart. His father died, circumstances suspicious enough that Rome whispered about poison for generations. His mother was dragged away in chains. His brothers were killed. Young Caligula survived for one reason only. He was too small to matter. At 19, he was shipped off to live with the man who had destroyed his family, Emperor Tiberius, on the island of Capri. Imagine that, smiling at the man who murdered everyone you loved, every single day. But the worst part hadn't even started yet. When Tiberius finally died in 37 AD, Rome went wild. The son of Germanicus would rule, and for about 7 months, Caligula was everything they'd hoped for. Generous, popular. Then that October, he fell dangerously ill. The entire empire held its breath. When he recovered, and this comes from the Roman historian Suetonius, writing around 121 AD, he was a completely different person. Something snapped. He declared himself a living god, built temples in his own honor. He burned through one of the largest fortunes in the ancient world in under a year. According to Suetonius, his horse Incitatus was given a marble stable, an ivory feeding trough, purple blankets, a jeweled collar. He announced he'd make the horse a consul of Rome. He marched legions all the way to the English Channel, then ordered his soldiers to collect seashells. Seashells. Spoils of war against the god Neptune, he called them. He watched executions while eating lunch. And that's when everything went wrong, because Caligula made one fatal mistake. He humiliated the men carrying swords. Cassius Chaerea, decorated Praetorian tribune, veteran of the Germanic frontier, endured daily mockery from his own emperor. Caligula mocked his voice, called him effeminate, extended an obscene gesture every time Chaerea approached to kiss the imperial ring. He assigned him degrading passwords, Venus, slang for eunuch. Every single day Chaerea swallowed it. Every single day the blade got closer. January the 24th. The Palatine Games. Caligula enters the Cryptoporticus, a covered passageway beneath the palace. Chaerea steps forward. Hoc age, take this. His sword strikes the emperor's neck. Another guard, Sabinus, drives a blade through his chest. 30 wounds. Suetonius himself noted the parallel, and it's chilling. Both victim and attacker bore the name Gaius Julius Caesar. Both stabbed roughly 30 times. Both conspiracies led by a man named Cassius, history stuttering. Caligula was 29 years old. He ruled for less than 4 years. It took 30 stab wounds to end him. But centuries later in Russia, there was a man they poisoned, shot, beat, and threw into a frozen river. And he still wouldn't die. That story is next.